Hi viewers, I hope everyone's well today. I'm just going to jump right in and see if I can keep this condensed, but it's going to be hard for me. But anyhow, I want to talk today about uh, something I've been, it's always been on my mind, but been listening to a lot and hearing a lot in videos from other girls. And it's the subject of SRS, and I want to say SRS slash equality of life. Um, Again, these are my feelings toward a particular procedure when I'm talking and discussing SRS. This is my personal observations, what I'm feeling today. These feelings have changed for me over time, and they've evolved, and um, I don't think they're really changing or going to change much more. I think my ideals are set on whether I would or would not have SRS, and if I will be able to or not be able to. But more importantly, the reason that I would choose to go forward with SRS. And that is for the mere quality of life. Um, As I've looked and observed my own transition and then all of yours and everyone, that I've looked at and listened to and subjected myself to, and their discussions on certain procedures and transition in general. But more importantly, the quality of life um, as transsexuals. It might be an oxymoron, most look at it like, this is no quality. There's no quality in life being transsexual. Well, no. We try to improve, I believe, our personalities, our disorders, and take them and make improvements in our lives. Therefore, ultimately, we're seeking a particular quality in life to function in that opposite gender role. Um, these are the things we've chosen to do if we've chosen to move forward in transitioning. And more importantly, not everybody transitions, and we all are aware of this for the same reasons or getting the same procedures. Some may not desire to ever um, desire SRS. But that could change too. One doesn't know. Sometimes hormones do strange things in the mind. As things manifest and our bodies manifest, our thoughts manifest, a lot of different things come to surface, and things start adding up and leading our lives and our whole beings in another direction. But more importantly is the whole transition, I feel, again from my perspective, is when I made that decision to go forward, I was going to live and function in society as a female. And I'm still on that journey to do that. And I hope to one day achieve it and be able to live full-time, unmistakably a female. That would be my ultimate goals. I have a long ways to go, obviously. You look at me and would agree. Um, I hope it's achievable for me with the limited resources that I presently have, unless things uh, turn around for me. It's going to be a difficult journey. Um, Everyone's is, I think, to some extent. But more importantly, this quality of life that I want to discuss is, for me, SRS, the order of procedures is, I don't know. I've mentioned in a couple of videos that I would love to hear some other girls talk about the topic, order of procedures. Not that there is any set regimen, because there isn't. Everybody gets things done at different times, mostly because they can only afford this at that time, or the resources that they have allow them to do this or allow them to do that. And they can only do what they have the resources and the abilities to achieve. But when you look at those that are candidates and choose to move forward with sexual reassignment surgery, I think it's a manifestation again once they've begun transition and their HRT and the whole developmental process of our emotions and all the different things that take place while our bodies are going through these transformations. Um, to live more fully feminine and as females and aligning our minds and our thought patterns with our bodies. And so SRS to me has, it used to be, firstly I'm going to say, for me, as I began my journey, I got on the hormones and I thought the first thing I wanted to do if I was going to get to do any surgical procedures was going to be facial feminization, because distinctively you look at my face and you say, that's a man, and I need to fix that. But my thought patterns have changed now. Um, yes, I still want facial feminization, but I think in order of importance for surgical procedures in regard to transition, I think SRS now has become the most important procedure for me, and then hopefully others will follow. If I can just get to the SRS place. And the reason I say that is because I think it's a quality of life, I call it. Start to align my thought processes, my thought patterns with my physique, with my anatomy. And my anatomy, part of my anatomy is vagina. I want to add that I never disliked my penis. I had a wonderful relationship with my penis for the majority of my life. And my penis still functions, well, I say still functions. I can still achieve erections. I don't know how much longer. And I know that's a personal thing, and anyone could really care about that, and myself included. And I don't produce semen from the anti-androgens. And these are all normal things that take place through our hormone therapy. But through this process of getting where I am today, and with my lower sex drive, and with my the other importance or emphasis put on my penis, with what I was born with, a vagina really is something I think that is more useful for me and more appropriate for transition. I mean, for a quality of life, the life that I plan to lead, from here on out. Um, I don't want to feminize and have a penis. I mean, I just don't. I don't feel that they go together. When I think about it, you know, transition. I didn't transition to become a woman to have a penis. So I feel like if I can get SRS, or when I get SRS, I'll speak. Um, that will only and can only improve my quality of life, the way I see my life and the direction in which it's going. So that's kind of what I wanted to share and say. I can talk so much more about this, and probably will, because I think it's a really interesting subject. I hear a lot of girls talking about SRS and the reasons why and why not. Um, let's talk about it some more. But SRS could be a quality of life if you look at it subjectively. So, anyway, have a good day. I'll be talking to you all really soon. Bye.